Aquarius, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for September 2025 when it comes to love and career. Any general messages that want to pop up is more than welcome as well. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this message is when you're supposed to find it. Please only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading, so there's going to be multiple Aquarius watching this. If you would like a private reading, make sure to check out my description box below. There you'll find information to all my socials and how to get a private reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aquarius. So make sure to check your birth chart. If you would like to get your name added to my name deck, you can do that by joining my Patreon. There you'll find information on how to join and become a member. When you become a member, you get a free gift of free mini reading, and then you also get your name added to my name deck, which I use at the end of each of these astrology readings for every sign. I also do pendulum questions, charms, intuition readings. I do bonus readings, extended readings on there. So yeah, lots of fun over there. Also, since I'm just now building that channel, when you become a member, those readings are directed specifically towards my Patreon members. So say I only have a few people in there, say you're the only Aquarius in there, that means that reading is directed towards you. So technically you're getting more than just one free reading. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And yeah, let's begin. Make sure you think of 2 questions for career and 2 questions for your love situation. Make sure to pause the video if you need more time. Label them 1 and 2. Because the order that we received the cards, the answers, is the order that your questions will be answered. Okay, Spirit, please connect me to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Tell me what's going on when it comes to their finances for this month. Okay, I feel like some of you could be the leader of your own business. I feel like this business is new. If not, then you're new to this business. If you're self-employed, then that means this business is still somewhat new. You're still growing it, trying to get a following. If you are part of a bigger company, that means like you're a supervisor or something, but I feel like you're in like a new position. A tower is happening. What's going on? Oh, wow. I feel like this is going to be a huge change for you. It's a good tower, so it's moving in the right direction. Yeah, I definitely feel like this new path is leading you down to this new financial stability that you're gaining right here. You could be gaining a lot of like either customers or your employees are becoming like family. Very stable, very grounded. Yeah, a lot of good times. Probably there's going to be reason to celebrate. I see a lot of like celebrations and stuff. Hitting milestones is what they're telling me. You've done a lot of work to go ahead and get to where you are. Because this whole, with it being a new job, rather if it's a new job, new business, it's like you have to do a lot of work to build this. But yeah, it's still a baby. You're still growing it. It's like a little seedling. You're trying to get it going. You're very passionate about whatever project you are working on. And you kind of feel like it's just like a lot of work. You're doing nonstop work for this. Can you tell me more about the moon, please? I kind of feel like you're doubting yourself and your skills. I feel like you're wondering, like, when is this going to happen? Like it's taking forever to go ahead and get this straightened out, like getting it to grow and stuff. So it's like you're just waiting for your ships to come in. You're worried about competition. You could be dealing with other people who do similar things, especially if you have your own business. I'm picking up on someone who has their own business more so than the work, but they're saying not the work, but like somebody who's part of a company. I'm not saying that there's no, like, this is definitely not a big company reading. I still see that there might be competition in the workplace among employees, but I am seeing definitely if you own your own business, there's competition in the workplace when it comes to that, because other people might be doing like similar things. So they're wanting you to be unique. They want you to think outside the box is what they're saying. And after a long moment of waiting, yeah, see, that's when your happiness comes in. It's like you're doing everything you can to achieve this happiness, and it's coming. It's just, it takes a while to build this. So they want you to keep being patient and keep being positive, keep positive mindset, you know, keep balancing your stuff out. It's important to balance out your money is what they're saying specifically. Your checkbook. Make sure you're not like devaluing yourself. Make sure you're getting paid for your labor. Because in order for you to, that might actually be why you feel so overwhelmed, because you're not valuing your work enough. You might be selling yourself short a little bit. So just make sure you're valuing your stuff. I know when it comes, I'm a crafter too. So when it comes to doing my own craft, so I could be talking to someone who's doing crafts. You could be doing something else too. But like when it comes to my own craft, I'm careful about like not charging too much, but at the same time it's like, okay, well, I need to make sure I charge how much my time was worth and stuff. And sometimes I question if it's too much. It's like they're saying the right people will buy. So just make sure that you are not cutting yourself short on that, because that's where that overwhelming is coming from, because like you're working your butt off, but you're not getting paid enough and you're feeling like it's taking forever. So it's getting you kind of disheartened, like it's making you feel kind of depressed, like when is this going to take off? They want you to believe in yourself and basically take your power back, and you know, from the fear of not succeeding, because I feel like that's where your power is. It feels like you kind of feel disappointed a little bit. So they're saying, no, let's turn this around. You know, it's going to happen in time. You just have to trust the universe for it to happen. Yeah, see. Disheartened because lack of money. Disappointed because lack of money. See, your skills. I was just talking about your skills. They're worth money. It's lacking money. You're not charging enough. You might be trying to compete with other people's prices. Yeah, they're talking about balance, like equal give and take. So the right people are going to, again, they're clarifying exactly what I just said. Like the right people are going to come in and give you exactly what your time and energy is worth. So it's important to stick by that law per se, balance that stuff out so that you are still getting paid the right amount that you're supposed to get paid. Don't cheapskate yourself. Cheapskate. Yeah. Cheapskate yourself. There's going to be a sudden change coming in. What's this closing out? What's closing out, Spirit? Okay. Can you tell me more? Okay, yeah. So what's closing out is the fact that this is new. So in other words, it's going to start building more. So you're going to get a bigger following. You're going to get more customers and stuff. You're going to get out of your head, because right now you're in your head because this is still new. You have to put a lot of work into your business. So they're saying that there is going to be a quick shift in energy. They're showing me the planets too. I feel like the universe has this lined up for when a specific thing. They're talking about Venus. Check your Venus sign. Whatever your Venus sign, that could be very important. So say you have Aquarius Venus. So during Aquarian time, that's when you might see this shift. Or if you have like Cancer Venus, so during Cancer time, which would be like June and July, that's when you'll see the shift. Something of that nature. They're saying that like planets are aligning, though, for all of this to work out in your favor. It's already, the thing is that you've already like had this plan laid out before you even before you even came to Earth. So before your soul came here, like you had a plan on like what your life path was going to be, what you're going to do, what your career was going to like be, who you're going to be in contact with, and everything. Like it's part of the plan. But I do feel like whatever your Venus sign is, I feel like that could be a hint on when the shift is going to occur. It's like once the shift occurs as well, you're going to find a whole new like love interest for the craft that you do. This can be anything, not just like arts and crafts. This could be anything, whatever you're talented at. Yeah, see, this is when commitment's going to come in. Single, successful, celebrations. You're going to completely love this whole situation. Yeah. So on the board, we do have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries and Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Gemini and Virgo, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. Any of those signs could be important. They could be in your chart heavily. So yeah, that was the career portion. Now let's get into your focus messages. Keep doing what you're doing, but just make sure you need to like they're reminding me of like tuning a guitar. They need you to realize that you need to value your work more, charge a little more, you know. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just charge a little bit more, because to release some of this burden on you, because I feel like you have a huge burden on your shoulders, and it's kind of making it where it's not fun for you because you are carrying this burden. So because you're trying to compete with other people, probably matching prices and stuff like that. So you need to know your value, know your worth. Just make sure that you tune that portion of, you know, your work. It's like tuning a guitar so it all flows nicely, the rhythm. Now these messages could be for anyone. They could just be bonus messages for you too, like in the love department, not necessarily career. Normally it tries to stick to career, but sometimes they give us other messages as well. It's going to vary depending on your situation. Again, there's multiple Aquarius, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Somebody is dealing with a father, or you are a father. Someone is wearing a mask. Maybe you've been feeling like somebody is not being truthful with you. There could be an apology coming in. That makes sense. You know, your father could be your boss. And you could have had a falling out with your father and stuff. And it's like times are changing. That's just for someone. We got father. Someone's wearing a mask. 1212, self-identity, stepping into power and purpose. Time to heal. Long term. Yeah, where you're, this right here shows commitment. So, and this is stability, like single, successful, stabilized and everything. So yeah, we have new beginnings. 333, support. Your guides are sending you love, support, and guidance. Your father could also be on the other side as well. Maybe you don't know that. They're like helping you. Somebody's not coming back correct. So somebody is trying to deceive you, it looks like. It's going to depend on your situation. I didn't see deceivement. Maybe this competition over here. Maybe you have a friend that's trying to compete with you. And be very, yeah, they're saying some of you might have somebody who is acting like a friend, or, you know, just trying to act like your friend, and they're actually getting ideas from you, stealing your ideas, using your ideas for their own work. So just be cautious on that. Keep your ideas to yourself until you're ready to execute them to the public, because you don't want to have to compete with these people. You know, you want to make sure that your ideas stay your ideas. And I mean, if they see it once it comes out, then fine, whatever, you can't stop that. However, you don't, because the thing is like, what happens if you have a viral idea and you share it with somebody and then they take your idea and it works out completely for them but not for you, because they went viral and everyone's like, oh no, this person's just copying the one that went viral. Yeah, so I do feel like somebody is not your friend and you need to be cautious on that. We have moon sign. You could be a moon sign Aquarius, sun sign Aquarius. Apology. Maybe this person has done that before, so just be cautious. Again, don't share all your ideas with everybody. Make sure to keep it on the down low until you're ready to execute the plan. You don't want people stealing your ideas, because then they take credit for everything that you've done. We have grandpa. Grandpa could be on the other side guiding you. We have Leo. So Leo is August and July. They want you to stop and think. I feel like this is like reorganizing your finances. I feel like getting stuck out of your head. Knowing that like everything's gonna grow how it's supposed to grow. It's going to take however long it's supposed to take. I do feel like there's going to be some kind of breakthrough at some point. You're going to get this really good idea, and maybe that's what makes you go viral. So just like I said, be careful about sharing that idea. I personally would not share any ideas with anybody until, you know, you're ready to execute that plan yourself. That way it makes it where no one can steal your idea. That way, if you do go viral, your business will blow up, and then you're good. You know, that's the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. June could be important. That is Gemini and Cancer. Pisces could be important, which is February and March. 1111, spiritual awakening. You're on the right path at the right time. I feel like with that, they're saying that you are able to hear spirits, possibly through claircognizance, which is where they drop information through your head. If you get like great ideas every now and then out of nowhere, there's your clue that you possibly have claircognizance open. These are your guides actually supporting you and helping you and moving you towards the direction to get your business going. We have August, which is Leo and Virgo. And then we have new love. So which Ace of Cups is also new love. So when it comes to this, I do feel like it's like a new love for your craft. I feel like after you get this bill and like moving motivation going forward and everything, you're going to gain a whole new perspective, which is like you're going to fall in love with your craft all over again. Also, they're saying that this big idea that you have could actually be like something that you really love to do, something that you could be adding to your business. And it's just something that clicks. It's something that you love, something that's going to work out, you know? Yeah. So I did not see any yes or no cards, so we're going to pull from my pink deck. Think of both of your questions when it comes to career. If it comes out with maybe, which it possibly could since we didn't get any yes or no's, it means that you're just not supposed to know at this time. So don't get discouraged. But let's see. Spirit, can you please tell me the answer to question number 1 for Aquarius? Okay. There's question number 1. Question number 2 for Aquarius, please. Okay, this one's already turned over. We'll turn it over anyways. That's question number 2. Okay, so for question number 1, I just said we would probably get maybe. So 7 of Pentacles, rewards, patience, perseverance, diligence, and progress. Yeah, right now you're in the waiting period to see what's going to happen. Your answer is maybe. This is Taurus energy, so they just really want you to be patient. You're still growing your crop, pretty much is what they're using the metaphor. You're growing your business and you just got to wait to see like when it's the right time is when you're going to get this really good idea to move forward. And then we also have the Hangman, sacrifice, uncertainty, perspective, waiting, intuition, and then it says maybe. So this is Pisces energy, inspiration, intuition, and illusion. So right now, yeah, it's more waiting energy. So right now you're in the waiting energy, and that's what's making you feel kind of like disappointed. You don't know if you should keep waiting or what you should do, what your next steps should be. Maybe take a salt bath, you know, that could actually really help you meditate. Maybe jot down new ideas. Maybe that's what you should be doing right now, like brainstorming new ideas to add to your business. But yeah, and you're going to get this information, you know, especially if you like believe in crystals. Maybe you can use crystals to help meditate and focus your energy, focus your mental clarity and everything. This is fluorite. This helps calm you, and it can help bring clarity to your situation. But yeah, that is what we have for this. So I will put fluoride on the screen. That way you can read a little bit about that. And with that being said, we are moving on to your love portion. Let's see what's coming in for you for love for September 2025. Yeah, but you know, keep on going. Everything's going to turn out fine. You do have competitors, which is pretty normal when it comes to business, you know. But you're going to get through it. Everything's going to work out. It's going to be very stable. It's like you're just in that waiting period to get that breakthrough. So again, just don't share your ideas with people. Keep it close to you. Okay. Spirit, can you please connect me to Aquarius love energy? What's coming in for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for September 2025? This is a timeless reading though, so whenever they're supposed to hear this message is when they see this message. Remember guys, only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Make sure you check the other parts of my channel, my other videos, for your other signs as well. There might be a message in there for you. Again, they're collective readings though, so only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, Spirit, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, please, so that you are notified for future readings that I do. What is going on here? I feel like it's supposed to be like this. I feel like somebody has hurt you from the past and you are blocking out that energy. You are getting over them. You are moving forward. This is going to be successful. I feel like I kind of feel like this could have been a cycle happening over and over and over again, and you're finally putting your foot down, and yeah, you're rejecting them. I feel like you are no longer focused on them. I kind of get the feeling that you're like in your healing stage, Virgo. The Hermit, you could be like withdrawing and isolating and just not dealing with anyone when it comes to love. There's a change coming in. You going within is actually creating this huge change to happen. Spirit is like, okay, they've learned their lessons, so now we can actually bring in somebody that's worth bringing in, you know. It does look like you've been waiting for a while for this to happen, or will be waiting a little bit for this transition to happen. Maybe you just don't want to. I feel like you're going to be like in this waiting energy with the Hermit for a while, isolating yourself, maybe not dating, not really interested in getting to know people, you know, just focusing on your own well-being. If you resonated with the first message, the career message, maybe you're going to be focusing on work instead of in building your business instead of focusing on whoever hurt you. It does look like there's some messages coming forward. Can you tell me about this? They're kind of getting me, they're giving me the vision of like it's a race or something, and you're waiting to hear that horn to like take off running. I don't know what that's about. What is that? Options. Maybe after you're done healing, you're gonna be ready. You're gonna like just jump on in there, see what your options are. Someone from your past is going to be one of those options. They're going to try to make themselves known again. I feel like this is the same person that hurt you in the past. It's up to you if you want to take this person back or not. But it did this. When I was shuffling, it went like that, and then it went like that. So it's like they're going to make an appearance, but it's going to turn out to be the same thing. Like they're not going to stick around long. It's just going to be the same thing. Yeah, they're trying to get you to go towards someone new. Take a chance on someone new because it'll be better for you. Make sure that whoever this person is hasn't been in a relationship for a while. Make sure that they healed from their past relationship. I feel like this new person coming in that's actually for you is someone who hasn't been in a relationship for a while, so they've healed. You know, you need that kind of peaceful energy where they're not like talking to their exes, not over their exes, you know, all that kind of crap. It's like giving like peace and serenity vibes. You could be dealing with a King of Cups in the future, which is I almost wanted to say Taurus, but it's not Taurus. Could be for some of you. Maybe they have some water in their chart, but they could be a Sun Taurus. But this is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So you could be dealing with somebody who has a lot of water in their chart. Moving away. Wow. Okay. So they're showing me, so Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, they're water. And as you can see, this boat is like being guided out of the ice, out of the coldness, out of, you know, to these other waters over here, which is more calm and peaceful. But the thing is that nonetheless, this is water. So I kind of feel like this person's actually going to help you get out of this mental confusion and being stuck in these like ice, little pieces of ice and stuff that get you unstuck. Like they actually get you to this like open water where there's nothing over there to make you stuck, you know. Nice flow. Yeah, this is soulmate coming in. You could have a Scorpio in spirit that's helping you. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a huge love bomb that's coming. Love bomb. Maybe they might love bomb you. That's not always good. It's actually bad. Can you tell me more about that love bombing? Are they gonna love bomb my collective? Okay. So what they mean by that is that it might seem like love bombing at first, but what's actually going on is this person is just like really connecting with you, vibing with you, really want to get to know you. So some of your past traumas might be popping up during that time, like, oh, are they just love bombing me to hurt me like this other person did, or are they actually gonna, you know, bring me peace and clarity and everything. And I feel like that's part of this picture right here. So like you're still coming out of this, the ice pieces, you're still trying to navigate out of there, but eventually like the water is going to lead you out of there. It's like you're not going to trust that first, but you'll get there. But yeah, this is definitely a strong bond. This is a soulmate connection, possibly more. Twin soul is what they could be saying. Is what they are saying. Not could be, but is. I don't know if you've heard of that before, but so there's different terms to like twin flame stuff. There's twin flame, which a lot of the times you're dealing with like shadow stuff. You got to work through the shadow stuff to get to the good stuff. And until that's like cleared, you're not able to come into union with those kind of people. Well, with that partner, that specific connection. But with the twin soul, that's where they match your love energy. They are still a form of a twin flame, but it's not twin flame, it's twin soul. So like their morals, values, their it like lines up with you. Hold on, sorry about that. Okay, but what I was saying, yeah, the twin soul, they line up with your love frequency. So like you guys are a really good match. Like you guys both love each other the same amount, like it's mutual. Okay, whereas twin flame, don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of love there too, but normally that's in the end after you go through all these lessons and stuff, karmics. And from what I have gathered about the whole situation in my own journey, twin flame is more of like the ultimate karmic, whereas twin soul is like an ultimate soulmate. So I hope that makes sense. That's just what I have learned. So there's a lot of confusion on the internet about all that kind of stuff, but I'm going off of what my guide has told me. So if it resonates with you, great. If not, I understand. Yeah. But anyways, so awesome. So they're going to be leading you out of this, all of this ice and stuff into clear waters. Equal give and take. They're going to be showing, see, that's exactly what I was just talking about. The twin soul, it's like your frequencies match when it comes to the love, when it comes to putting in the same amount of effort, when it comes to wanting to give to this whole situation. They want to give to it too. They feel the same exact way as you. Mutual, you know, wishes coming true, wish fulfillment. Yeah, this is going to be like your ultimate soulmate, basically. Anything else? Can you tell me more about that? This could be a Pisces. You don't see this coming. You definitely don't see this coming. It's like after all of this being left out in the cold, it's like the universe is going to be gifting you this new beginning after you're done healing and you're stepping into the sun. You're no longer going to be cold. I'm kind of seeing the Queen of Swords. That's what they're showing me in my mind's eye. But it's like stepping out of that and stepping into the sun. Breakthrough coming through. Like you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is my person. It all makes sense now. Like I wasn't supposed to be with my past person. I was supposed to walk away from my past person. And I finally did that, and I'm no longer dealing with anything that doesn't serve me, which is up here, because you're going within and you're finding out like who you are as a person and who you're gonna match with on the love frequency wise. Also, it's like you're giving into yourself. You're no longer settling for less. You're letting go of this burden and letting go of being trapped in your head. You're getting out of this ice. You know, you're getting into a better flow. You're going into your Empress energy, which is where you're going to be receiving and not just giving. It is a tower moment for you. Tower moments are, there's bad ones and there's good ones. In this case, it's like a blessing in disguise, even though it was bad on how it was prior. It's turning into actually a blessing in disguise, because you're working on yourself. You could even be working at your job to get where you're at. You're taking your power back and you're standing strong in your power. So we do have Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Pisces, Leo, Aries and Scorpio, Aries, and then Taurus. So any of those signs could be important for you. Yeah, they want you to just keep going within. They want you to see who you are. They want you to give yourself self-love and everything. If you are getting over heartbreak, I highly recommend rose quartz crystal. You can keep that by your bed. That can help heal your heart. But yeah, you're going to get through this. Everything's going to turn out great. You have a huge blessing coming for you in the future. It might take a little while for you to get there. You might have other things that you have to focus on, like the self-love, you know, shifting your energy from not knowing your worth to knowing your worth. So, yeah. But, okay. So make sure you think of two of your questions, both of your questions, and we will get started on what focus messages does Aquarius need to know for September 2025. Now, if a card pops out, it makes absolutely no sense. It could just be for someone else. This is a collective reading. It's not for everyone, so. Something could happen in March. I wanted to say you could be born in March. But if you're an Aquarius sun, obviously that's not the case. However, if you are a rising moon or Venus Aquarius, then that message is for you. March is Aries. We did have a lot of Aries in this reading. Aries and Pisces specifically, so it could be important. We have karma. This person in the past, there was karma attached to them. You had to clear that out in order for you to move forward towards this new person. September could be important. We are in September right now. Maybe this is when you're finally getting over and going within to make this change for October, because this is Scorpio. So it's like changing of the seasons. But September is, let's see, Virgo and Libra. Virgo, September and August. Leo, August and July. 999, release, let go of what no longer serves you. Yeah, so you're releasing. I feel like maybe these months up here, all the months I've stated, maybe that could have been significant to you releasing this person. Soulmate is coming. They're saying release this so the soulmate can come in. We have Gemini is important, which we do have the Lovers here. So they're specifically talking about that soul bond that you share with this new person that's coming in. But Gemini season is, let's see, May and June. We have April, which is Aries and Taurus. I did mention Taurus could be significant, but no guarantee. Your past person could have had Taurus in their chart, so that's a possibility. We do have Aquarius, your sign, so that is January and February. You're gonna have remember I said you're gonna have a breakthrough. You know, I think that breakthrough came in the for the other message, actually. Who knows? Maybe the last message I just did for the career portion could resonate with you. But there's going to be a breakthrough of maybe when you go into this Virgo energy, the Hermit energy, when you isolate yourself, you're going to have a breakthrough that this is a karmic and you need to release them because they're not worth your time. We have 111, intuition, trust your gut and listen to your heart. You could be Aquarius moon sign. 222, alignment, you are in the right place at the right time. You could be traveling. That's a possibility. If you aren't traveling, they might be asking you, hey, maybe you should get out of town, you know, relax, go on vacay, enjoy yourself, like get away, isolate, you know, even go, I don't know, travel away from your house, go into nature, you know, is what I'm getting. With Capricorn, which is December and January. New beginnings are coming in for you. We have brothers, important. Could be giving you advice. We have Cancer, which is June and July. August, Leo and Virgo. Short term. Yeah, this whole situation was supposed to be short term, not long term. So we have 1212, self-identity, stepping into your power and purpose. Yeah, it's like you're learning who you are again. We have 555, change, something new is coming. So yeah, literally back to back. Self-identifying who you are, stepping into your power by going within, and then change is coming. This is all about change, the death card. So it's literally back to back. We have October, again, change. So October, Scorpio, the death card. Also Libra, balancing things out. We have a friend. Maybe if you could talk to a friend, maybe your friend has some kind of good advice. 444, protection, you are protected. You have a friend who's actually protecting you. They could also be a brother. Also, obviously, you know, spirit is protecting you too. They are your friend. Faithful, you have somebody new coming in that's going to be faithful to you. They want you to take that leap when it comes in. They're talking about the love bombing. You might be a little afraid at first because you're like, oh, is this person just going to use me? Like, you're love bombing me just like the other person did. Like, can I trust this? And they're wanting you to trust it. Take that leap. Obviously, like, if you want some time to develop that relationship or whatever, take all the time that you need. But don't cancel them out just because they're excited to talk to you. There's a reason why they're excited. They feel that same frequency that you're feeling about the whole love situation, okay? We have rising sign. So that could be important. You could be an Aquarius rising sign. We have no. The first answer is no to your question. We have Venus sign, so you could be an Aquarius Venus sign. And then we have Scorpio, could be important as well, which obviously October and November. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me about the second question? What's the answer to their second question? What is the answer to their second question, please? This is Knight of Pentacles, reliable, committed, conservative, slow but steady, hardworking. The answer is yes. So it's like you're healing, you're moving along the path, you're going at a slow, steady pace to see what's for you, what's not for you. This is Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn. So, yeah, that's the answer. That's your second answer is yes. So let's get into the name deck. Again, if you would like your name to be added to this deck, you can do so by joining my Patreon. Each additional month that you are a part of my Patreon, you can add a second name to this deck. You just have to message me and let me know. When you do join Patreon, just make sure you send me an email, Moonlight Studios 2024 at gmail.com. And when you send that email, just say what your first name is and then your astrology sign. That way I know which extended and bonus readings to give for those astrology signs. So it's specifically for you and not... So I'm not wasting my energy on other people. I want to make sure that I'm directing my energy towards my Patreon members. That way you guys get that special benefit. Okay. Spirit, names for Aquarius. I always shuffle twice. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. Keep tripping over my words. But I always shuffle twice to make sure we get as many names as we can for this reading. Again, if your name doesn't pop out, it doesn't mean that this reading is not for you. It just means that your name could not be in the deck. And if it is in the deck, it just means that like most of this resonated with you. So other people, maybe they only got a little portion of the reading that resonated, so they need more clarification that the little bit of information that did pop out is for them. So okay, this could be nickname, first name, middle name, your person's name, a family member's name that you're thinking of when it comes to this situation. But yeah, so okay, let's get started. It also could be movie character names too that relate to you. So James, like James and the Giant Peach. We have Jack, so Jack Skellington. Both of those were Tim Burton, so you know Tim could be important. But yeah, just an example. We have Liam, Rick, Ricardo, Jennifer, Jenny, you know, Anna, Jason. Maybe your person likes Jason, like the horror or something. Hazel, maybe your person has hazel eyes. Isabella, Heather, your person could go by Izzy, or you could go by Izzy. William, Henry. Also, if they're spelled differently than what your name is or your person's name is, that doesn't mean it's not for you. It just means I spelled it differently. Still the same name. Alejandro. We got Lucas, Nathan, Ashley, Terry, Brent, Destiny, Mariah, Ralphie, Rachel, Nick, Andrea, Serenity, Austin, Olivia, Julia, Amelia, Mark. I also heard Marcus. Mia or Micah. Okay, Micah. I'm also hearing Michelle. I was going to say Mia or Maya, but Micah could be important. Amy, Edward, Xana, Tiffany, Jose, Emma, Cindy, Elijah, and we have Thomas. So, Aquarius, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe to my channel to receive future readings. It also helps you know when I post new videos up. Make sure to check out those socials. I also put like sneak peeks on my socials as well, so that you know when I uploaded a video. That's important. But yeah, all that's in the description box. But I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sending you much love and many blessings for your situation, and I will read for you again soon. Goodbye.